If you thought creativity could only be shown on canvas or typewriter, you were so wrong. If you looked at the creativity implied while making the rules of the 100, you would understand how fascinating it could be. It is not about advertising the league, but discussing how one can play a sport for entertainment, popularity, showbiz, and ultimately revenue. Hello and welcome to all our viewers to Stumps and Bails. I am your host Himani Verma. And in this episode of To The Point, I'm here to give you insights about what is the 100 Cricket League all about. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. The England and Wales Cricket Board established the 100, an 8-team competition with the goal of attracting a younger and more varied audience while also assembling the top domestic and international players. The 8 teams are split among 7 different cities in the UK. What is interesting is how the league has changed the rules of the cricket. It feels like another game that is played with the resources present in the cricket ground. There is a bat, ball, stumps and a cricket pitch involved, but it doesn't feel like the cricket we are familiar with. Here are the rules of how the 100 is played. There are 100 balls per innings, a change of ends after every 10 ball. The bowler delivers either 5 or 10 consecutive balls. Each bowler can deliver a maximum of 20 balls per game. Each bowling side gets a strategic timeout of up to 2.5 minutes. A 25-ball power play starts for each team. 2 fielders are allowed outside the initial 30-yard circle during the power play. Teams will be able to call timeouts as has been the case in the IPL since 2009. The non-striker must return to their original end after a caught dismissal. No balls are worth 2 runs and a free hit. Slow over rates are penalized by 1 fewer fielder being permitted outside the ring for the final over. There are 15 players on each male and female squad with a maximum of 4 foreign players allowed. A draft method, which is typical in other franchise leagues, is used to sign players. Each of teams taking place in the 100 has at least one number of England cricket teams on its roster. For 2022 season, each team is subject. The league did bring a lot of new spectators to the stadium. It was reported that in the inaugural season, 55% of the audience were people who had never bought a ticket for a cricket game before. It was much appreciated by the cricket fraternity for its uniqueness, but also brought criticism for its commercialization, which was becoming dominant in each passing day. After IPL, the idea was to create a league in England, and that is how the 100 came up. The objective was to use the revenue to enhance facility for domestic cricket for women. That is why the men's and women's game are approached just the same way, and no disparity between the number of games and the prize money is given at the end of the tournament. The tournament has helped in reducing the gap between the men's and women's games as more people came in to watch women's play the game, which is not usually the case. It was even held responsible for single-handedly changing the sport for women in country by Charlotte Edwards. With leagues popping in each country every day, the 100 did feel like a revolution. It is good for the newer audience, but surely an irritation for the purist cricket fans who have learned to meditate with each passing ball of test match cricket. The commercialization and the showbiz involved is surely something that will always be slacked, but if it is for the greater good of the game or enhancing the facility for women's cricket, then it will find its place in the mainstream viewership. That is all we had to say about the 100. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Stumps and Bails, and don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts mentioned in the description down below. Thank you and have a nice day.